What is an accidental? An accidental is a sharp, flat, or natural that appears in the music, and it's usually a note that's not in the original key. And this is a way to add color to the music. Accidentals have to follow several rules. The first rule is an accidental lasts until the end of the bar, or in other words, it's canceled by the bar line. The next rule is an accidental can also be canceled by another accidental. And lastly, if an accidental is tied over the bar line, then it lasts until the end of the tie. Let's use these rules now to name the notes that you see here. The first note is an A, and the next note has a sharp in front of it, so that's a G sharp. Now we have another G, and because the sharp lasts until the end of the bar, this note is still G sharp. The next note is A again, and this note has a flat in front of it, so it's B flat. Then we have a C, and again, because this flat lasts until the end of the bar, that means that this B is also flat. Then we have a G. On the next line, we have a D, and another D, and then a sharp in front of the C, so we have C sharp. However, we notice that this note is tied, so the C sharp lasts until the end of the tie. So that means this note is also C sharp. Next we have an A flat, and then a G. And because there's a natural now in front of this A, it cancels out the A flat we had before. So we have an A natural. And I'm just going to put a natural sign there just to make it clear. And the last note is D flat. Next, let's learn how to write a semitone. And we'll write a semitone that is above this A. First thing we want to do is find A on the keyboard, and then find the key above it. And now we're faced with a choice. Do we use A sharp as the answer or B flat? Well, that's all going to depend on what you're being asked for. If you're being asked for a chromatic semitone, then you're being asked for the answer that has the same letter name. So that answer would be the A sharp. If you're being asked for the diatonic semitone, then you're being asked for the answer with the different letter name. So that would be the B flat. So the easy way to remember that is chromatic is the same. Diatonic, which starts with D, is different. Next, let's write a whole tone. And we'll start with a whole tone above F sharp. So let's find F sharp on the keyboard, and we'll go over two semitones, or in other words, two keys. 1, 2. And we end up on the G sharp or A flat key. So which one do we choose? Well, a whole tone is only supposed to be one note away, so we have to choose the answer with the next letter name, which is G sharp. If we had chosen A flat instead, it would look like it was two notes away instead of only one, so that can't be the right answer. Now let's try a whole tone above B. Let's find B on the keyboard and go two notes above it, 1, 2, and we find ourselves on the C sharp or D flat key. And since we need to go only one note away from B, we need to choose the C sharp. And let's try one more example. Let's go whole tone below C. Let's find C on the keyboard and go down 2 steps. And we find ourselves on the A sharp or B flat key. And again, we need to choose the B flat because a whole tone can only be 1 note away. If we chose the A sharp, it would look like it's 2 notes away.